Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hariharaya Namo Krishna Yadavaya Namo, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namo, Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudan, Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudan, Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, चैतन्य चरतामृत की जय, निताय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Bhaktir Bhavati Naistigi. So, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day is fast approaching, so a theme in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes devotees are speaking about. So, I would like to share about the 8 characteristics of Lord Chaitanya's when you associate with him. What does happen? It happens to us. So, to set the mood to receive the knowledge, we have to create an atmosphere in our heart of humility. Just like you want to drink water, you always use your hands and you drink the water. So, you can't sit on the top and drink water from down. In the same way, spiritual knowledge should be received with utter humility. And the mind, eyes, the internal heart, the ears, every aspect should be focused on hearing. Just like when you're driving, you are very careful about the traffic. In the same way, the mind is very disturbing. We try to go this way, that way, we every time, and you have to bring it back. Is it not? So, a studious person who is, if you go and discuss with him, and he gets good marks, so you can know that he is focused. So why did Srila Prabhupada bring in Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya? Is for this reason that 45 minutes or 1 hour, 1.5 hours, what we listen becomes, creates a platform for us throughout the day, day after day. It's all called as Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So the scriptures are very, very important. And what, especially for Lord Chaitanya's movement, Srimad Bhagavatam is very important. Because their teaching is based on that. Our acharyas in Sri Sampradaya, they have Vishnu Puran as their basis. They go through that textbook and they preach. And the Madhva Sampradaya use Mahabharata as their basis. Of course, they study other books, no doubt about it. But their main focus of teaching is based on those Puranas, Itihasas. And Lord Chaitanya's movement is completely relying on Srimad Bhagavatam. So, so the perception of understanding for each one of us depends on the acharyas whom we are relating with. So if a person who is thinking from the viewpoint of Madhvacharya may not understand what the internal secrets of that sloka which I am going to share with you, you all know, the Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishna. Not many people can understand what exactly is there. Is it not, Prabhuji? Or Panditji is here. So, so it is not very difficult. So it is not that they are conflicting and things like that. Don't take it that way. Yeah, a particular teacher has a particular way of teaching and he has some basis for that. Well, they are right in their own way. So that's fine. So same way, different acharyas coming up with their basis. And they are different pastime. Vallabhacharya deals with Krishna's little pastimes. So each one has his own, but they are perfectly bona fide. And they are, but what is so special about Lord Chaitanya's movement is something which our movement only can speak about, the Gaudiya Vaishnavism can speak about. So it will take more time for the other sampradayas to accept. But in the general aspect, we can understand if you go through the chronology of the acharyas appearing in different timings. The particular sampradaya was very predominant, whether it is Shankara Bhashya, Shankaracharya time, it was there. That's fine. There's no problem. That doesn't mean he doesn't know that subject matter, but he did not deal with it. So in the same way, Ramanuja, Madhva, they came in different timings and they were giving. So you have to go by this understanding that as the time goes, the relevant Acharya matters also. So you cannot get stuck with where you're born and he's the Acharya. It doesn't go by that. It is there, and even you go by that, there's nothing wrong. But that doesn't mean you can stop. If you have an opportunity to learn from the acharyas in the present times, matters also. So there is a pratyaksha praman from the Shastra. So if you look at all these aspects, you can see Gaudiya Vaishnavism or the philosophy of Lord Chaitanya is complete by itself. Om Purnam Mada Purnam Purna. That means to say everything is there in that. Whether it is Vishnu Puran is also there, Mahabharata is also there. So many things are also imbibed in that. So each acharya brings out the nectar of secret nectar comes out, and just like Krishna is speaking about Guhyam Guhyatamam, like that he says the secret of our king of secrets. So it is there. So for all of us coming from the Gaudiya in the Gaudiya Vaishnavism, so we are getting what they are not getting, we are getting everything. Because this is covered. Madhvacharya, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada covers all other acharyas also in the present time. So in case by chance, if you are thinking born in Sampradaya, by chance you come to ISKCON, no problem. That is also there. So the clarity which in which Srila Prabhupada is giving is all the sampradayas, their what do you call the vitamins? What do you call that? Secrets or the gist? The gist is there in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So you don't miss out anything. So we don't get stuck by that blood or something like that. Nothing like that. It's very, very clear. Because as the time is going up, Krishna is sending many teachers. It goes. So some particular type of people are there, but doesn't mean when we are in this time, we have to follow only Shankara. It's nothing like that. Just because we are born as a Smarta Brahmana or a Sri Vaishnava, it doesn't mean that we are restricted to that. You can always evolve. There is no, because Krishna himself explains, these are the 4 sampradayas are there, which you can follow. But he did not say you only should be born, then only you follow Ramanuja. No, it is nothing like that. So you can follow this school of thoughts and you can become. We have seen many people taking up to different acharyas, especially we see in Ramakrishna Ashram. There are many people who comment on Mukundamala, on Ramanuja's literature, Madhvacharya literature. But that doesn't mean that I don't know what is there in their mind, but the thought process of their understanding is relatively what Ramanuja said or what is said in those literature. So your thought process has to be very clear when you're preaching, because you're all going to meet people, and ISKCON movement is the moment now on the forefront. Just like Modi ji is in the forefront, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is the world forefront. Okay, so it is not a kind of what you call a feather in the cap. It's a reality. It's a reality. In America now we have so many people who are following Srila Prabhupada become members there. So Prabhupada desired that we should be, in all fields. So the summum bonum of ISKCON movement is all the literature are there here. You don't have to worry. So that is the crux. Now, now there's one more aspect why we should take up of ISKCON or Gaudiya Vaishnavism, because Lord Chaitanya, whom we all know is Krishna himself, he again appeared here. Now, the secret of that is only, you will know only when you hear from a Gaudiya Vaishnava who is Lord Chaitanya, how it is recorded in the Srimad Bhagavatam, whereas other people may not accept that, may not accept or may not understand. That doesn't mean this is not the reality. This also reality is there. So always the latest addition, you should look into it. Am I saying? Am I right? The addition keeps coming up. So this is the Krishna Parampara. Every time you have a new addition coming up, so it is there. So Prabhupada was so much very clear that what he wants to deliver, and he saw so many Bhagavad Gitas there. So he had to little differ from that Bhagavad Gita, but he called it Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is true. If you read a Bhagavad Gita, especially the Vaishnava Acharyas writing, all are bona fide, there is no doubt. But in present context, what Srila Prabhupada writes in his book, we can easily understand, Krishna, what Prabhupada is telling, what Krishna wants. What Krishna wants you to do. But that may not happen in other things. When you say Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam, if you see a Shankara translating in that, it will be completely different. And of the modern philosophers writing, is completely, at least Shankaracharya, some portion of it is bona fide. But I'm not telling it is a little complete. Still there is a provision for it to expand. Whereas in the present scenario, they will completely derail and take you to a different direction. There was one Acharya, so-called Acharya from the some mission, so many missions are there, Chinmayananda, Ramakrishna, different. In that he was trying to say about the Atma, he defined the one which is there in your heart. So he made himself Krishna. So these are all there because it's their prerogative how they understand. Because if you don't follow the Sampradaya Acharyas, your previous Acharyas, the people who are teaching you, then you may also conclude that you may give your own version of that. So in the present scenario, Srila Prabhupada put an end for all this. He says Bhagavad Gita as it is. Many people come and say, what is that so great about your as it is? I said, read the book, you will know. If you read the book, you'll answer, correct, Prabhu, your Bhagavad Gita as it is. If a sincere devotee is seeking, naturally he'll come to that conclusion, this is what it is. So in the same way, we are sitting in this part of South India, where Lord Chaitanya slowly is expanding this movement. Many people are coming and knowing about it. So it is necessary for us to also understand how to establish Siddhanta of our Gaudiya Vaishnavism, or what Srila Prabhupada said, and take it forward. So you should understand that how Lord Chaitanya, suppose you quote this sloka, you understand, this is what Bhagavatam is telling. This is what Vishnu Sahasranam is also quoting Lord Chaitanya's appearance, the golden avatar. So with this basis, once the more we get deeper and deeper understanding year by year, then you will also be fixed up, and gradually South India also, and especially this part of the world, will also become very famous. Now we are famous as Hare Krishnas, but still, they still follow them. Now, when we expand this way, then gradually they will also become, yes, Hare Krishna is bona fide, and they also start following. The very fact of the matter, when Prime Minister spoke about in Kargar temple, he made one point very clear, which is synonymous with ISKCON. He says, he talked in such a way that Krishna and ISKCON was non-different. So when a person like that, he is talking about that how ISKCON directly relates with Krishna, what else you want? Is it not? So one should be, proud of the factor, not ahankar, of the fact, yes, we are with a great Acharya. But it is necessary two things. One is understanding the philosophy. Second thing is also digesting that philosophy and walk the talk. It is also necessary. And Lord Chaitanya's movement, two things are very, very important. Humility and compassion. If you lose that, then it's very difficult to understand anything. You will become a Pandita, but you will not be Samardarshin. Pandita Samardarshina. Then you will not be Samardarshi. You will be Pandita only for everybody. I am the top. You will remain there. So it is necessary, we have to understand that humility. Even Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevya. So this movement can attract people by your humility and compassion and the holy name. Holy name matters a lot. When we go through this, you will know at many points, even Jiva Goswami quotes about certain things, that why holy name is important. And Lord Chaitanya instructs specially that the holy name is so important. So after this, whatever we finish, we are all going for Sankirtan. And the Friday is the Gaud Purnima, which is a very important festival, as good as Janmashtami for many facts. So make your firm conviction, yes, I want to be a better devotee. Well, you can judge for yourself, don't worry. We are not going to judge. You can judge for yourself. Is it not? What is there in your heart, you know yourself. Sometimes you may not know, but Krishna knows. So better relate with him and go forward. So the characteristics of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Let's start with this. The Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Vardam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangasha Pashadam Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayi Yajantihi Sumejashaha. So all of you know that this sloka from Bhagavatam 11th canto 5th chapter 32nd verse. It's talking about Krishna Vardam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangasa Pashadam. We can go to the detail of every word. Now this is very important point Jiva Goswami makes. He uses this as his Mangalacharan. Everybody uses different slokas for their starting. But here he straight away takes from Srimad Bhagavatam and he starts with this sloka. For him, there is no other Mangalacharan straight from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So establishing the Siddhanta through the Bhagavatam is our parampara. So that's why it is necessary. Scrutinizing study of Bhagavatam actually culminates in proper realization and also helps us to go in that direction, make our life Bhagavat. So the more you become serious and one-pointed, focus on understanding this will relieve you of all other problems of life. Because solution for any problem of life, materially you cannot get. You will only shift the problem from one shoulder to another shoulder. It's not possible. You are one person. Also, at the same time, you are not the person who is this body. That also you should understand, because one day you are also getting out of this. So Bhagavata and your Atma, that has to be related. In mind, in between the mind comes off. If mind is polluted, then it will not give the proper knowledge. It will be impurity which is coming up. So the mind has to be clean. The mind which is to be clear, then only this knowledge will go. Otherwise, you will be here 20 years, 50 years, 60 years, no problem. You will be there, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. But if the mind is intermediate to the knowledge which is coming, then it will not, which is flowing through Krishna or our Acharyas, it will not go to the heart. So, Hridaya Adi Kavaye, Bhagavatam starts, how it was spoken directly to the heart of, who is there? Brahmadeva. Is it not? Hridaya Adi Kavaye, Muhyanti Yat Surayaha. So, keep your heart open like Hanuman. and directly hear, and you should go to the heart. Don't take it to the mind. I don't know how you do it, but you have to do it. So each one has a capability, explore it. So Nityam Bhagavata, our devotee is here, Bhagavad distribution person. Is here? He's not here? Achha. So he is distributed so many Bhagavatam sets on the way. So he is a person who is, his main aim is to, see that Bhagavatam is there in everybody's house. But Srila Prabhupada's mission is that every Bhagavatam should be in the heart of everybody. We are distributing books, it is going there. Now we have to make them read also. No? So when you start reading, when you start studying, then the Bhagavatam goes to the heart. So keep that in your mind, that it has to go to the heart. So Jiva Goswami says that there are 4 important items from this Mangalacharan, what we understand. One is, you should have the right person, Adhikari. Who is the person who is giving this knowledge? Okay. Then, what is that relation with that person? Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Now Jiva Goswami adds one more, is Adhikari. So who is that person whom you are taking that knowledge is also very important. Or whom you want to build relationship. Today we want to get married. A boy and girl come together. So the girl first finds out whether whom I'm getting married. And the boy also want to know. All other people are failing. They are doing their job. No, first let me see him or let me see her. Doesn't say that? Our marriage bureau person here. So he will be a Balaji Prabhu can tell. The first thing is that, yes, unless, so in the same way, Paramatma and Jivatma, they have to be connected. Paramatma is connected, there is no doubt. But Jivatma has to connect, na? Groom agrees, but bride is not agreeing. So we are in the position of a Jiva Tattva, which is feminine in nature, has to agree, no? They are not going to agree like anything. First we'll find out how much rich you are, how much fame you have. Is it not? Parents also do some checklists are there, but she will be more careful. So Jiva in feminine character, he is very important for us to go through the Bhagavatam. So here Jiva Goswami introduces the word Adhikari. Who is this person whom you are going to relate with? Whom you are going to have a sambandha, relationship, right? Then, and the next aspect of Abhideya and Prayojana is your service attitude. So now it's talking about relationship. Then comes the subject matter, Vishaya. What is that we are going to talk about? Then finally the purpose. What is going to come out of it? So these 4 must be expressed in understanding any knowledge. Whether you are reading Mahabharata, Ramayana, who is the character there? Who is the Adhikari there? Rama himself, is it not? So like that, if you take every aspect in Krishna, you can see Krishna, but Krishna is a main important person. So then you start relating with him with all these aspects. Is it not? Samsara is all like that only, no? Once you know the relationship, father, mother, brother, sister, gradually everything reveals as the time goes. How is that knowledge just comes just like that? No, the parents keep telling them, so and so, so and so, so and so. Oh, the younger brother comes, then the elder one says, Papa, you got a younger brother. Is it not? So that's how we come to know. Otherwise, how will the world? So knowledge is very, very important. So when we are going through this Nityam Bhagata Sevya, the relationship has to be established. If you don't establish the relationship, that means there is some defect with us, not with the philosophy, not with an acharya. Okay, so Jiva Goswami is making very clear. So these 4 must be there. Adhikari explains the qualification of a reader. Sambandha explains the relationship between the book and the topic it explains. Vishaya, sometimes called Abhideya, is specific subject matter of the book. Prayojana explains the reader will attain after reading the book. So all this matters in the modern times also. This is accepted. So Jiva Goswami took up the Srimad Bhagavatam to explain Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You get the point? Nobody explained Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Srimad Bhagavatam. So, so Gaudiya Vaishnava mission is very, very important for us, that how Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. So it takes, over a period of time for us to understand that relationship. Because our background is different. We have thought about this. We know about Krishna, but nobody knows about Lord Chaitanya. So it is necessary for even we understand. Something happened? Voice? Okay. So Jiva Goswami quotes from this sloka, 11.532, and from that he starts. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, one short lecture is there, where Srila Prabhupada is talking about Krishna Varnam Tusha Karshanam. In continuation with this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is Srila Prabhupada telling, he is always accompanied by his very confidential associates such as Nityananda, Gadadhara, Advaita, and many devotees like Srivas. They are always engaged in the chanting of the holy name of Lord, are always describing Lord Krishna. Therefore, this is the best among all the places in the universe. The Krishna conscious movement has established its center in Mayapur, birth site of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to give men and women the great opportunity to go there and to perform constant festival of Sankirtan Yajna as recommended here. He is coming back to this loka. Yagnai Sankirtana Prai Yajantihi Sumedesha. Every time, you please go back there. So, opportunity. And distribute prasad to millions of hungry people hankering for spiritual emancipation. This is the mission of Krishna conscious movement. What is the purpose of this mission? Is Krishna conscious spreading. So Chaitanya Bhagavat also confirmed that one should not desire to be elevated even to a place in the heavenly planetary system if it has no propaganda of describing the glories of the holy name. By chance you land up in Indraloka. What happens? So you get bewildered, suddenly you get rich in position. What will happen? You will get bewildered. We can tell you many, many examples, which is there. Recently, one politician also became like that. He was also bewildered. Within 10 years in Delhi, he thought whole Delhi is his. Suddenly, they put him down in the jail. Fried from, what is that? Some mall, some house he built, and straight he went to the jail. So this is natural for all of us. Because if you think you are the doer, you are everything, you will land up in another mother's womb. That is guarantee. So be humble, compassion, just follow what Prabhupada said, eat Krishna Prasadam, chant Hare Krishna, Hari Hari Bolo Sange Chalo. That's the bottom line. But I have to speak more. One should not desire to be elevated. Srila Prabhupada really is so specific and making all the time sure that back to Godhead is there. He says that I pray not to be allowed to take birth in such condemned place. Similarly, Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami says that since Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the inaugurator of Sankirtana movement, anyone who performs Sankirtana Yagna to please the Lord is very glorious, he says. Such a person has a perfect... Now, who is the intelligent person? It says here, such a person is perfectly intelligent, whereas others are in ignorance of material existence. Now, many people are there, different sampradaya. They are not chanting holy name. They are not in hell. There's not. But still, conclusion is not there. Kali Yuga, this is the only process. Every yuga, you have a process of going back to Godhead. Is it not? But Kali Yuga, it says there's the only way is the holy name. Otherwise, it's not possible. And that is Pramana is there from the Bhagavatam also. So we have to utmost take interest and focus on our daily chanting the holy name. But you have to chant your name, no? You have 16 rounds of holy name of Krishna. So why is there 16 rounds? Srila Prabhupada, but everything you should look at, how I chanted my 16 rounds. So that is the top priority. Afterwards comes other things. So you should go with the Pramana of Bhagavatam, what is telling? Krishna Varnam Tusha Akarsham, because that relates with this. So now, for that person, he is calling them intelligent person. Every performance of 100 Ashwamedha Yagna cannot be compared to sacrifice in Sankirtana. Not I am telling, this is Prabhupada telling. According to the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, if one compares Sankirtana Yagna to other Yagnas, is a Pashandi. So many Yagnas we do in our houses. You don't have to do. Simply do Harinam Sankirtan and come, your Guru Prasham is done. 2 Guru Prashams happen. One, you go into the house and you get out of the house also. Go back to Vaikuntha. Because sometimes we build the house so beautifully, we don't like to go out of the house. Is it not? So 2 Guru Pravesham and Hare Krishna devotee does. One, he performs a Guru Pravesham and establishes Krishna in the house, and he will tell Krishna, you reside permanently, but you take me back to Godhead. You understand? So we have built a temple here. It's a nice temple. But we cannot be eternally here. This is not. This is an exit place. So everybody will come, appreciate Lord. And if you had that transcendental eyes, you can see many people flying from here. We saw one devotee left the world recently. I'm sure she would have gone back. This amount of service they did. It is there. So the words, whatever I'm trying to share with is with a light of understanding. It is, though it is serious, but it is humorous. You know, the happiness what we come in ISKCON, chant, nice having prasad. We are not some kind of a people who are secluded in one place. We enjoy everything. We chant, we enjoy, we glorify, we taste Mahaprasadam. We, everything is appreciated in this world of ISKCON. There's nothing which we don't. Something happens there, that means we are stuck with materialism. If a person is not happy, that means to say that he is not enjoying the rasa. So it is, the problems of life is to be taken as a stepping stone to go upwards. Some problem comes. Yes, I have done some problem. It's some mistake. So let me go through that. Is it not? Even if you don't want to do that, will take you. So better to go and take medicine. So going to take in medicine, 2 types of medicine, which gives to the body and one to the mind. So if you have got this Bhavaroga, whatever these doctors, they will just rip your body, but they cannot solve your roga. So a spiritual master can only, Bhavaroga is continuous attachment to materialism. Is it not? How to get out of it? When you kurta and pajama also in a brahmachari wears, he is very attached to it. Then it has to be. Not that he is attached that way, he should not be torn or something like that. Some attachment, anything new will get. But over a period of time, you'll understand, okay, I have to get another one. In the same way, the body also, you have to understand this will not cooperate with you after some time. So time has come for some things. So that you don't have to experience it, just experience by the other's experience. If somebody left the body, you experience, oh, she left a lot of money. Oh, she left a lot of knowledge for us to learn. So many things are there. You can analyze all that. She or he or anything like that. So you don't have to undergo this kind of thing. It's already there. When you go through Garuda Purana, next time you will not take the name of Garuda only. Because so the point what I'm trying to say is, let's make our life simple and focus on what Srila Prabhupada said. There are many Mayavadis who think that performance of Sankirtan Yagna is a pious activity similar to the performance of Ashwamedha Yagna and other such functions. This is Nama Aparad. Chanting of the holy name of Narayana and chanting of the is never equal to any kind of what Mayavadis think. Devotees of Lord Krishna become ecstatic and extremely joyful, rendering the service of loving devotional service unto him. Once Krishna revealed his desire of experiencing their happiness, so he concluded that he came as Lord Chaitanya, and he selected Srimati Radharani as the greatest devotee, and he took her mood So Lord Krishna has accepted the emotion and complexion of Radharani and became Lord Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, but in the form of a devotee. By becoming a devotee, the Lord personally performs bhakti yoga and taught in the humanity. This is the most important aspect, where humility and compassion. He says, because nobody can be more humbler than Lord Chaitanya, is it not? So we forget that, and all other things we follow. So we have to be that humility aspect and the compassion aspect is most important. A devotee is more merciful than Lord. Thus, in the form of Lord Chaitanya, why they made this point was, Krishna was not merciful to everybody. Whoever surrendered, then he was ready to protect them, but he was not ready to protect everybody. Is it not? So the same Krishna or Rama came as Lord Chaitanya to show that I am there for everybody. So he did not have any weapon. He could not exclude anybody from this society. He had to deliver everybody. So if you see the Lord Chaitanya's person, wherever he went, he was delivering everybody. Is it not? And he delivered animals also. So if that is the case, then what is that we are taking from Lord Chaitanya in our life? Is it not? If you have to talk to a rich person, don't you go with a humble humility? Is it not? In the same way, every Atma in this world are very rich because they have got Manda Sumanda. They are thinking, they are very educated, very enlightened, everything. To him, if you go and tell your fool number one, chant Hare Krishna, he will throw you out. First, you have to make him understand he is fool number one by himself. You should not do it. That's what it is. That's what Lord Chaitanya taught. He made all the exalted people in Banaras to think I am fool number one. But they all realized, my God, what's wrong? So he set standards for us. Sometimes we become, in our preaching, we become very puffed up. Not everybody. Sometimes, okay, we have the best philosophy. This is what it is. Even Krishna will not force you to surrender. You will force them to surrender to you. We go to that level. There is nobody else. ISKCON is only temple. There is no other temple. They will tell off like that. No, that is, enthusiasm is good. But the present society will not accept just like that. You have to have a way of doing. That's why Lord Chaitanya gave the Shikshastakam for that is our Vajra Vaidurya. If you put your earrings, that is the first shloka. If you put your nose thing, that is another shloka, another Ashtakam, like that. For men also it is like that. So these are the 8, the features where you have to adore yourself when you're going to meet the people in the world. Otherwise you can't attract. You lose out something. That's why it's very important. Every day we chant the Shikshastakam. Oh, we chant Shikshastakam, that whether it is registering in the heart is also important. Whether you're going to the medicine, you're going to the hospital, and you're taking medicine and coming, but the fever doesn't come, what will happen? You'll go to another doctor. In the same way, if the Krishna conscious fever does not raise in our heart, that means there's some difficulty with us. That means we have to approach our seniors, our acharya, read more books, more association. Don't be a bug on an acharya's body. Just suck the blood. It will not no use. Take his instructions and follow him. Is it not? The association means what it is. Association means through the here, you get that knowledge. So the more each one of us concentrate on what is that I want to do this year, what is that I want to do next year for oneself, and what to the society. Para dukkha dukhi, you have to serve the society. Everybody is learning so many things. Now it is duty to spread this knowledge everywhere. But if you don't get the right theme of, distributing this knowledge, you may not get the desired results. Our Suvan Gaur Hari Prabhu is now, heading that. He's going to start Bhakti homes, Bhakti sadhans. So you're all great opportunity to get people to your house and chant Hare Krishna mantra. and they all will be liberated. So this is what is going to happen. So the more and more we want to, in 2 years, we should have 108 homes doing this Bhakti Sadhans. We're just holy name. You can add many other things gradually. But you just chanting Hare Krishna mantra, that matters a lot. So, so while Krishna killed unscrupulous men, Lord Chaitanya transformed them. That is most important. So now how is he doing it? Swarup Das Goswami, now he speaks about this 10, each one. One is driving away the material lamentation. How can you drive away the material lamentation? This is one of the qualities of Lord Chaitanya. By associating with him, means this should go. If it doesn't go, problem with you or Lord Chaitanya. With whom? I just heard somebody laughing. With whom? All right. One of the characteristics of Bhakti Kleshagni, the first driving away lamentation, pure devotional service, drives away all the miseries. Lord Chaitanya appeared to teach everyone that process of Bhakti Yoga. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, praises him as follows. Satatam janata bhava tapa haram paramartha param loka gatim navaleva karam jagat tapa haram pranamami sachisuta gauravaram. He is always removing the sufferings of material existence for the mankind. He is the goal of life for all persons who are dedicated to their supreme interest. He inspires men to become like honeybees, eager for honey of Krishna Prema. He removes the burning fever of material world. I bow down to Gaura, the beautiful son of Mother Sachi. So now, in this time, that was 500 years back, this sloka was spoken. Let us take this example in the present world. Is it not showing out? Are there people not taking up the holy name? Are they not becoming pure? Right from Bauri we will take. See, for anything, if you go to the court, you should have the pramana for that. So the court of our heart, the pramana is there in the front that this is what happened in America. This is what happened in Russia. So the Krishna conscious movement is spreading like anything. Ignorant people are becoming devotees. Knowledgeable people are asking questions. So better to be ignorant or better to be with knowledge? Because India is a place where everything was coming out, but they missed out certain things. So now they are stuck with that. Now when Srila Prabhupada went to America, it is spreading everywhere. This time the GBC meetings we were seeing, every day we were seeing black, the white, red, all different kinds of people give Bhagavatam class. You know, what a wonder to watch. Is it not real United Nations? Is it not we are not coming together? Is it? So that is the point. See, you have to have, that is the Sambandha Gnan, the Prayojana, what is happening. ISKCON is fulfilling all those things. Don't think ISKCON is just name. It is performing. It is showing. It is the only source going back to Krishna in the present situation if you follow. So you should do this, you should understand this, at the same time relate with yourself what is happening in the world. Because we always have a conviction of thinking what we have, that comes in the picture. No. You have to look at forward. You have to keep your heart open. No, this is a step I'm to go. Otherwise you'll be there itself. This is not just for learning. So once, there is one pastime here. What happens with you all know Vasudeva Datta was suffering from leprosy. One is the story aspect, one is the realization aspect. There are two aspects. Please understand that. So story aspect you may know. But realization through the Acharya, you have to understand. That makes the difference. His body was filled with living worms. And as soon as one would fall from his body, he would take it and pick it up. My God, how can we take his problem to somebody else and put it on us? But that is the level of compassion. At least you make somebody chant Hare Krishna, that compassion is okay. But if you don't have that, that's a problem. No. So no, look at this. He is taking back. He would pick it up and place it back again in same location. Hearing that, that Lord Chaitanya came to a place called Kurma Kshetra, Vasudeva came running to the house of Kurma Brahmana. However, Lord Chaitanya had left from there. See now what happens. I had already left, and Vasudeva fell down unconscious. But Lord remembered, he came back. When Vasudeva was lamenting in that way, Lord Chaitanya came back. And without anything, he just embraced him. One dirty cloth, our child come from school, you will tell, go to the washroom. Is it not? Pele, no ke, what is that? Take bath and come. Look at this. So that is what I said, the knowledge of the mind and the knowledge of the heart makes the difference. Same thing happened with when Lord Chaitanya met Sanatan Goswami, Raghupas, they were also like that, all dirty clothes and all that. But Lord Chaitanya went. So, what is the point is, in the present world, everybody is got material desire. If you start segregating, nobody will be with you. Just embrace them with the holy name. Give them the holy name. The Harinam Sankirtan, what it matters, that you give them. Even if they don't want to hear, they have to hear. Like our neighbor, he has no other go, he has to hear. He has no other go. Either he has to leave this house and go, or he has to be with us. I mean, sometimes we can't help, we can't shut all the devotees. Their enthusiasm is there. Today morning we had an anxiety. Somebody was closing the door. I want them to open. But what to do? Kali Yuga is like that. Huh? We should have some compassion also. Sometimes, okay, close the door. Sometimes open. That is the joy of this life. So, Lord Chaitanya, when Vasudeva was lamenting, thus both his leprosy and distress went away. So you embrace one devotee in your lifetime. Give him Krishna consciousness. That's the best. What is this leprosy? What these people? Material desires. Material desires, let it be there. But it should be Krishna conscious. Just like you have taken up to Krishna consciousness, just like you doubted your material desires, we have to make sure they will do like that. Is it not? That's what is our thing is. That material desires. Everybody has something in their heart. So the moment associated with another person who is, has certain things like this, naturally he will change. So that is what is Sadhu Sangha. Thus, Vasudeva prayed, "O merciful Lord, such mercy exists not in ordinary jiva, but only with you." And Lord Chaitanya says, even it is not there, but it is with the holy name. Lord Chaitanya is not pleased with those words. Once you chant Hare Krishna mantra, then he is pleased. Whenever somebody would say that, Lord Chaitanya, you are Krishna, he would close his eyes, isn't it? Thus, upon seeing this, sinful person goes away due to my bad bodily odor, yet you have touched me. Such is the independent behavior of the Supreme Lord. So Lord Chaitanya, being very compassionate towards Vasudeva, cured him of leprosy and transformed him into a beautiful man, satisfied with devotional service. So this is one part of the understanding about what happened you associate. Second one is purifies everything. The next facet of Lord Chaitanya's mercy is purifying everything. Lord Chaitanya showed the ultimate method of purifying oneself to the people of Kali by inaugurating the process of the chanting the holy names of Krishna. That is Cheto Darpana Marjanam. By chanting the holy name, mirror, heart is cleansed. Now he is giving the example of Narottam Das Thakur, sings the glories of Lord Chaitanya. Patita Pavana Hetu Tata Avatar. Oh my Lord, you have appeared just to deliver all the fallen souls. So among all the fallen souls, I am the lowest. I am the most fallen, he says. Who will say like this? Thus, one who seeks purification, upliftment from one's fallen condition must take the shelter of the Lord Chaitanya. Now, every day we are chanting the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Patita Pavana. How many times we think, am I really thinking like that? I'm Patita Pavana. I'm standing. I'm jumping. So many things are there in the world. I have a society. But it doesn't appear to us that I'm really Patita Pavana. We may say, but the more and more we associate with devotees of that nature, gradually, why do we come and chant all these nice prayers? It's only transformation of our heart to bring back our consciousness. Baba, you are not what you are thinking outside. In the temple, you come here, you're chanting that Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Daya Karo More. When he wants to give Daya, you don't want to take. That's what our problem is, that we get stuck. We only make it verbal. We have to digest it. Please, Daya Karo More. When he wants to give Daya, you're not there. By the time we are gone out in the samsara. By the time we realize that we go out. Well, all of you are great devotees, there is no doubt, because you have been there so many years. But the point, what I'm trying to share with you all of this, we have to go in that direction. People have to look at these qualities in us, and they have to embrace us so that they embrace Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord wants us to do, because a devotee of Lord is more merciful. I started from that, is it not? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the one who have taken surrender. Now he is expecting you to do the same thing. So now, so Lord Chaitanya said, Hu manaha su manistam ya yasya prabhojaya su mano prabha. This Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami glorified Lord Chaitanya as one who purifies the most impure minded. Now the mind is coming, see. The most impure minded, ardent materialists, impure minded, even if they just offer a flower to Lord Chaitanya, they become pure. I'm not telling this. Purana is telling this. Shastra is telling this. So many times, many devotees come, they will give one flower. If you have this in your mind, oh, he is delivered. That is sufficient. So the point is, every aspect of what an activity does, here he is registering it. Who Narottam Das Thakur. So this is the third one. Will go on, awakens the transcendental bliss. Another aspect of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. There's a lot. I have only 20 minutes. So I'm trying to make it as precise. Another aspect of Lord Chaitanya's mercy is that it, the moment we associate, it awakens the transcendental bliss. Many of us, when we come here, do kirtan, singing of Lord Chaitanya. Certainly there is some kind of a happiness which is there. Lord Chaitanya, along with his devotees, performed Sankirtana and congregation chanting of the holy names of Krishna, and plundered the storehouse of love of Godhead. He uses the word plundered. That means the storehouse of love of Godhead which is stored. He plundered it. That means holy name is so rich, the priceless jewel. So he is coming and giving everybody. Plundered. Storehouse of Godhead, and distribute his content to everyone indiscriminately, and which is happening. What Prabhupada fulfilled that. So loving of devotion of Sri Krishna is achieved through Sankirtana only, which is the essence of all bliss. So this is Chaitanya Adi Leela 1.96. Krishna Namaye Ananda Sindhu Ashwadhana Brahmanda Tare Age Koto Daka Sama. Compared to the ocean of transcendental bliss that one tastes by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, the pleasure derived from impersonal Brahman and Brahmanda is less like a shallow water in a canal. So this is the comparison given. During his tour of South India tour, Lord Chaitanya met various people and delivered them, inducing them the chanting the holy name of Krishna. When such people who became devotees meet with others, they induced finally also the chanting the ecstasy, with chanting ecstasy. We can understand when Srila Prabhupada sent some devotees to South India. So that's how we are all saved today. Some of his devotees who came to South India, they went to Chennai, Bangalore, they came to Bangalore. But I think 78, they were here, Bangalore. So different places. So now you can find Lord Chaitanya's movement is, growing in South India. So thousands and thousands of people blissfully chanted the holiness of Krishna by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Just trying to relate what Chaitanya was wanted to do that time and what Srila Prabhupada fulfilled it at this now in the present time. Are you trying to get me? Are you on the same page? I'm just giving you the proof on the pudding that what Srila Prabhupada did, how it is going, what happened 5,000 years, what did Lord Chaitanya want. Just going back, the reversing, that we are not doing something different what Lord Chaitanya wants. Then the another most important point of fourth one is mitigates disagreement of scriptures. This is to be noted, my dear Lord, because there's so many scriptures, each one is quoting the different. That is why Srimad Bhagavatam is essential to understand. If Srimad Bhagavatam becomes the basis for us, all other scriptures can be understood. But you understand some other philosophy and come to Srimad, you will not, it will be incomplete. So this is like a ocean. In that all the things are there. So now why missing? He's talking about this. Many people who can misinterpret the same thing. Now the Krishna Vardam, Tusha Krishnam, you according to Madhva Sampradaya, they will tell you something else. It may be true, but you have to see the perspective of what the present context. That is also very, very important. In the same way, our Bhagavad Gita, as it is in the present context, we don't ridicule any other thing, but that is very important for us. So the more we understand that, the more we are crystal clear. So here, another wonderful feature of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he meets disagreements of the scripture. Scripture sometimes present abheda vakyas. You have Advaita Vada, you have Vasishtha Advaita, you have so many things. But is one particular word of Sanskrit can be explained multiple ways. But there is one particular meaning which is related to present time. So that is what is identified from Gaudiya Vaishnavas. You get my point? That's how they came to conclusion of Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangas. They came to conclusion is none other than Lord Chaitanya and his partials. Advaita, Nityananda. So that's how we are. Thus, the scriptures also contains Veda Vakyas, statements affirm from unique, distinct qualities. So Supreme Lord therefore took the Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus, Upadeshambik mantras emphasize the sameness of God and his creations, where others speak of the difference. So Lord Chaitanya's Abheda Bheda, is it not simultaneously one, fulfills both the Advaitas as well as Dvaitas. Different philosophers consider these statements according to their own conceptions. So this is going on. So Prabhupada writes here, we are all one with him, just as a gold ornaments. A conclusion from Prabhupada, ornaments are one in quality, but the stack of gold is different. So the stock of gold is never exhausted. Even innumerable ornaments are made, but the ornaments are limited. So we are like that. The fact is, the inconceivable to our present imperfect senses, Lord Chaitanya therefore defined his philosophy as Achintya Bheda, inconceivable, and as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita and the Bhagavatam. That Achintya Bheda Tattva is our philosophy that Prabhupada explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 6th chapter, 16th word purport is there. The fifth one. So you got this point about the philosophical differences that Srimad Bhagavatam, establishes. The fifth one is distribute the transcendental mellows. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of causeless mercy, descended to distribute the transcendental mellow Rasadaya to the people of the world. So Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami comes up with a beautiful sloka from Chaitanya Lila. Anarpita charim charita chara karunanvaya virtina kalau samarpayitum unnata jola rasa swabhati shriyam. Lord Chaitanya has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered. The most sublime and radiant mellows of devotional service of conjugal love. Before creation of cosmic manifestation, Supreme Lord established the heart of Lord Brahma. I explained to you earlier, through the heart and manifested Vedic knowledge. In exactly the same way, Lord Chaitanya, of being anxious to revive the lost Vrindavan pastimes of Lord Krishna, impregnated the heart of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami of spiritual potency. And he spread so that Krishna consciousness can be spread all over the world. So at Prayag, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his teaching to Rupa Goswami on the process of devotional service and the knowledge of primary and secondary recess of transcendental melodies of one relationship with Krishna along with the symptoms. At Varanasi, Lord Chaitanya gave his more elaborate teachings to Sanatana Goswami, enlightening him on various rasas apart from various other aspects of bhakti. Thus, Lord Chaitanya distributed the knowledge of rasas to this world through Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, who further explained by the writings of devotional scriptures. So, Bhakta Nectar of Instructions are there, Nectar of Devotions are there, so many books are there which comes up with all this, nectar, which you can go in detail and go. The sixth one causes the jubilation in the heart. Lord Chaitanya's mercy also causes jubilation in the heart. Chitta arpita unmadaya. Hearing all the activities filled with compassion and affection causes great happiness to the hearer. Thus, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami urges the readers of Chaitanya Chaitamrita description of merciful activities of Lord Chaitanya to study and hear with great attention and jubilation. O devotees, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted and meditate upon the great happiness. Chaitanya Charitamrita 12.1. The seventh one always stimulates devotional service. When you come to the temple, don't you get stimulated? Of many things going to happen. Nice darshan. Is it not? You're waiting, Govinda Madhipurusham. Or by the time that music, this curtain doesn't open, you are in anxiety. What is happening? There is some kind of you are expecting something doesn't happen. So all that you can see, it's there, stimulates devotional service. You're about to enter Mayapur, Chandrodaya Mandir, you're outside, you're always thinking of Radha Madhav, Narsingadev, beautiful temple. Don't know all that feeling. Just like you want to see your parents, somebody at distance. The moment you are approaching them, all your hair stands. That's a natural thing, is it not? When your love, kith and kin are there, when you are separated for a long time. In the same way, devotees also, when they go out and they come back, that stimul. So Lord Chaitanya mercy stimulates Shashvata Bhakti Vinodaya in the hearts of those who come in contact with him. Every living entity has an eternal relationship with Supreme Lord. However, due to covering of Maya or illusion energy, the conditioned soul has forgotten that relationship. By performing Bhakti Yoga, one can revive that relation. So that's why Srila Prabhupada's temples are like that. When we come, you get all types of services here. So it is, if a person coming to the temple, I don't see anybody going, morus. He's fully jubilant, is it not? Everybody is smiling. If somebody is not, that means there is some contamination could be there. But going from here is actually, oh my God, we have to go back. It is there. You feel a kind of a nauseation going back. It does happen. But here, sitting there, we can't still, because we have to do our responsibility. Sometimes we go. But even if you carry that kind of nature, Krishna will be happy. Even though you have to go back. At least, I have to go back. Is it not? The school children, they get holiday on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, they will be hiding somewhere. Mummy, I don't want to go. I will enjoy. Is it not? Same thing with us also. We are a bigger kids. We go to a bigger school. We go to universities. Is it not? We also have the same feeling. We have to do it. So everything what we have performed, we have experienced as a child is a reality. By performance of Bhakti Yoga, one can revive the relationship. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended to teach this. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya explains what about Lord. He came up with this Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam Sakshasartham Eka Purana Purusham Puranaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sharira Dhari Kripambuder Yastam Aham Prabhadye. What a wonderful sloka it is. And what is the position of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya? He was in that position of Mayavada. He was even though he was not egoistic, but he was very well sure what philosophy was the perfect. He found all others were wrong. But that was not because of ego. But he was sure what he learned from the Shankara philosophy, he was very, very clear about. But after meeting Lord Chaitanya, look at this, what has happened. He is glorifying Lord Chaitanya. Let me take shelter of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us the real knowledge. That means he didn't have knowledge. Mayavada gaya. Is it not? We have some vada. We don't know whether Mayavada, Tattvavada, we don't know. We have some knowledge. There is no doubt. But this knowledge is not so harmful as these people had. Whatever knowledge, material knowledge we have, it is only some, attachment. But that can go up very easily. But the knowledge which is attached to Brahman or something to do with those things, very difficult to go. And realization will come out like this. So you don't have to worry. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Everything, all these attachment will go off. So here he is talking about the meaning. Let me take shelter. Who has descended? His devotional service, detachment for whatever does not foster Krishna consciousness. He has descended because he is an ocean of transcendental mercy. Let me surrender unto him. Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Lord Chaitanya also preached bhakti, especially that which performed following the footstep of Rajavasis through the Goswamis. When Lord Chaitanya met his devotees, fed them farewell, he emphasized them to do devotional service only to Krishna, which including chanting of the holy name and worshipping him. Nothing else. So the summum bonum of this particular thing is two places. One is here and one is in Varanasi. There also how the moment they understood what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, everybody started jumping, whole things changed. So Krishna conscious movement is supposed to do that to everybody. So if somebody is not enjoying, that means so he still is not tasted it. Many times it has appeared to us that many people who come as fresh, when we chant, now people understood the Hare Krishna people, jumping people. Earlier it was why they are crazy people. They used to call crazy people. But now they are calling us jumping for Krishna. So that is much better. Whenever somebody jumps, oh, they are Hare Krishna people. That means it's a good mood, Is it not? So in the present place where we are staying in this part of the world, it is necessary for us to explain these things so nicely. One day they'll also come and chant, dance. So temple is meant for that. When you're chanting and dancing very nicely, people will come and see. After some time, they'll also chant. One day it was like that also for us. We were telling them these people are crazy. They were just chanting. One day we also become crazy. So becoming crazy in Krishna's mood is becoming like a mad person, which is the reality, what Lord Chaitanya did. So this now he goes to this point of full ecstasy, joy of the highest level. So here he is talking about Jiver Sware Hoy Krishna and Nityadas, and he is emphasizing the fact that Krishna's worship should be where Krishna is in the Vrajadam, not in Dwarkadam, not in Vaikundadam, but here. That means Krishna who is in the Kishori, that is before 10, that is the mood. That's why in our temples we have Krishna in that form where we start worshipping. Straight away Prabhupada gave us that we worship them in that mood. So this is what he's highlighting. Straight away that mellow of understanding the mood of Radha is what important for us. So one day Sri Krishna Chaitanyam Krishna Bhavamritam he Prema Diksha Ashakshat. Let me offer respectful obeisances Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who personally tasted the nectar of ecstatic love of Krishna, then instructed his devotees how to taste it. Thus, he enlightened them with ecstatic love for Krishna to initiate them in transcendental knowledge. So, here we can see that Srila Prabhupada, wherever he went, established Radha and Krishna temples. He brought all this. And today, those people who are chanting and dancing, they are great leaders today. They have passed all the what is that? Bhakti, Vedanta, Bhakti, everything is there today. You could see. But first, the thing was just jump and dance. So today we are taking up so many courses. So first he made a fool of ourselves, then he is giving gnana, right? So it is necessary for us to realize ourselves what is our position today. So when you're going home, your identification are two ways. One is misidentification of identifying all the people. She is my wife, she is my daughter-in-law, she is my husband, so many things. That is one aspect of your duplicity. Second aspect is thinking all of them are devotees of Krishna. What do you prefer? Second option. It should be reality. The point is sometimes we go back, we forget what we are, we go back to the same shell. So we have to carry that, the same understanding. Not that relationship changes, but the mood changes. You may see somebody as your son. You may be able to, you may go with a chastising mood. But when you go with Krishna conscious mind, you will love him and still you will change him. There will be no danda. There will be a sweetness. So when you start identifying people by their relationship, deadliest mistake you will do. When you are looking at your wife and she is going to be going to serve everything. She's not your cook. She's Krishna's cook. But in that way you can appreciate. So for Krishna conscious family people, we have to make sure that the people who are with us, they are also part and parcel of Krishna. If you are going to correct them, do it with love and affection. Have a gulab jamun in the hand. Otherwise, very difficult. You will forget because you will tend to see with the body. This is what is the biggest change we have to bring in our world. If we have to go outside, we cannot exploit anybody, whatever they are, whether it's children, whether it's the parents, whether it is the anybody who is dependent, we can't exploit them. Only Krishna can do that. You should give them to Krishna. Today, identification with all our family members has to be Krishna conscious way. They have their freedom. They have their free will. You can audacity of giving Krishna conscious, nothing else. If you're going to correct them, then you're taking position of Krishna. Be careful. You have to correct somebody if there is a genuine, and you should be very careful how you're going to do. If you have to take out a thorn from a body, you have to use another thorn. Slowly, the same thorn which doesn't hurt, but removes the thorn. So you have to deal with issues. Somebody makes a mistake. Because in a family, we have so many people there. Brothers, sisters, daughter-in-law, daughters, parents. So many people are there. Now, how you start identifying all these people? As a devotee, they're all part and parcel of Krishna. So your attitude has to change, that's all. You can't take it for granted. As we grow in spiritual life, our lifestyle has to change. Sometimes we are obligated to do something which we may not like, but still we do it. So it should not become detrimental. Whether it's service in the temple, many times we as managers, we will become damagers. No, it's a fact. I will tell you, in the process of correcting, in the process of bringing some discipline, we may do certain things. So we also have to correct. Srila Prabhupada time and again was talking about how a leader should be, that he is a servant of a servant of a servant. Two sampradayas actually makes this statement very. One is Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, you will find in Mukundamala, talks about 7 times a servant of a servant of a servant. Same thing happens in our Sampradaya, where servant of a servant of a servant. When do you identify you as servant? You will never do it. Because the moment you see somebody dependent on you, you will never think them as a servant. Is it not? You will always, I am the boss. So these are all sensitive matters. Gradually, we have to uplift ourselves, make a good human being. You have to be a gentleman in your house first. What to think of a Vaishnava? I'm making a serious statement. You have to be a gentleman when you're dealing with the people who are in your house. They will carry very bad opinion about you, I will tell you, because you are a devotee. अरे यार devotee है, घर में आके चिल्लाता है. It happens. अरे यार temple में कुछ बोलता है, घर में आके कुछ करता है. All these matters a lot, because the children, people who are there, they will identify you. So the point what I'm trying to emphasize for all of us is, we have to become gentlemen. Whether in your temple, whether you're in the house, or whether you're out, try to work towards that. Then the Vaishnava is above that. Naturally easy to climb from there. So the more and more Krishna conscious devotees, the more you put a tilak, the more you have Kantimala, people will start, hey, he's called devotee here. You should be careful. They are very nice people. And if you're not nice to them, what will happen? So we will become a nuisance to the world. Nuisance to Srila Prabhupada, we are representing this world. We have to be extremely careful when we go out to the society. Devotees of Krishna, they are very well respected today. Is it not? So that respect, you please maintain, where even if you go to your house, you go to relative's house, you have to have that distinct, differences. People for good, not for bad. We are not achyutas. That means we are not putting somebody schedule caste. No, not that way. In the consciousness, they observe you and they absorb you. Two things. They observe you and they absorb you. What do you want? They observe you and quit. They can throw you out, but they absorb. That is what Krishna conscious movement is all about. Krishna is all attractive. His devotees are all attractive. So the more we think about, so conclusion of, I'm running 5 minutes, sir. Last conclusion of Mahaprabhu. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanaya Taddama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana Vrajavado Varagya Ya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Amalam Prema Pumarto Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matam Idam Tadato Naparaha. It is conclusive opinion of Lord Chaitanya that most worshipable form of Lord is that of Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaja. Vrindavana Dhama is the topmost worshipable abode. The highest and the most pleasing type of worship of Krishna is done by Vrajagopis. Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless authority of everything. And Krishna Prema is the fifth and the highest goal of life. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now everything is available in this temple. Grab it. It's free. Hare Krishna. So in the manifestation of pastime, especially last 18 years of his stay in Jagannath Puri, Lord Chaitanya constantly absorbed in the mood of gopis and experienced this feeling separation from Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Everything is there for you. You are all Aishwarya. Lakshmi has given everything. Now we exploit it. The world is there. I don't think beyond this what Krishna can give. Right? All the people, many people come to this temple. Now you distribute this knowledge various ways. Bhakti Sadhans will start. Help us, help Srila Prabhupada, this movement to grow. So make everybody a Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Paye, give Prabhupada to them, give Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and be a wonderful person. That is most important. Otherwise, everything will go waste. Hare Krishna. Yep. before he asks the question, I'll be traveling from next week. So we have our leaders here. Please cooperate with them. Everything will be the same. Someday everybody have to go. So I'll be back on in July. So we have many programs coming up. And this Gaur Purnima, it's a great opportunity. Many more, they're going to do Nagar Sankirtan. A lot of people more will come. So you have ample opportunity. Every one of us can, make one devotee this year. In that way, make our life success. Thank you very much. I'm also looking for a project in US because I'm spending more than 3 to 4 months. So I have some appointments. So service is very important. Hare
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you very much for a nice class. There are multiple questions, Prabhuji, but so you were talking about mind clear and heart clear. Could you please? I couldn't fully understand. So could you please elaborate so I can understand what is the difference and how to clear the heart, especially?
Now my mind is that they're going for Nagar Sankirtan. So I will sit with you because I have another meeting. I will talk about this because now our priority is that if they don't go in groups, then we may miss out. So I will sit with you. There is no problem. Whatever is I have knowledge, I'll share with you. Please forgive me. Otherwise, their time I would have done it. Now we have to go. Huh? It's okay. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So let us all thank His Grace Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu to conveying to us that we are the result of the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu. And I also want to thank His Grace Dayamaya Baldev Prabhu who did the Kannada translation. So let us all once loudly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I want to, before we go to the other announcements, I want to inform that Vasu Prabhu, we all know Vasu Prabhu or Lalita Mataji. Lalita Mataji's father passed away today morning. So they're all seeking prayers from this assembly. So let us all chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I request His Great Savarana Gauri Prabhu to convey to us about the Bhakti Sadhan program.
Hare Krishna. As Prabhuji was mentioning in the class, so we want to start more congregation preaching programs also. Right now the programs are happening in the temple only, but we want to start more and more programs around the temple, and we are coming with a very simple strategy. So we are planning to start more and more Bhakti Sadhans. What is Bhakti Sadhan? It's a home. It's a home, but home is not different from temple because there the preaching will happen. So minimum one program in a month. That's all. So a home where minimum one program in a month happens, that home, the temple will be calling it as Bhakti Sadhan. And we want to have, as Prabhuji said, 108 in the next couple of years to come, 108 Bhakti Sadhans. So already I spoke to many devotees, and around 15 devotees are ready to host at least once a month program. And I'll be circulating a Google form to all the devotees in the congregation group. And you can fill up the details, whoever wishes to host once program. And that also different categories are there. Somebody may say, Prabhuji, I can give my hall, but you can come and do program. That's also okay. temple devotees will come, some preaching leaders will come, they will do kirtan. You just have to give the hall and call the people around. We will bring prasad also. Okay, prasadam also will come from temple, devotees will come and then do program once a month, but you have to fix the date and time. Second thing, level is, Guruji, I will call people. I have kirtan team also. I will do kirtan and I will host devotees. Only I need some support from temple, like prasadam or some other support is required. But there you already have a set of a team ready. And another category program is also there where the host itself himself is a preacher. He knows preaching. He knows kirtans. He knows cooking. I know many devotees, congregation devotees who cook also. No? Wife and group of Matajis come together, cook, they preach. That is also good. So whatever level of program, category of program you want to do, you can inform us and temple will try to facilitate. And I have in the team Rukmini Ranga Krishna Prabhu and our Sundarup Prabhu and many other devotees who are, and many of our IVF Grahasthas also there who are helping in this. So we are planning to start this from April. Okay, Ram Navami. So we can use Ram Navami as a occasion to start programs. In your homes, you can have Ram Navami program. Just keep a Lord Ram photo, call people, have kirtan, Ram bhajans, short katha, give them prasad. That can be the starting point. And from there, you can start monthly program, or if you're comfortable, you can start once, twice in a month, or and eventually after some time we can make it weekly also, depending upon the response. Okay. And one more criteria, important criteria is we should have more newcomers and less devotees. Others, we saw some Damodar programs. We went to Damodar programs. There were 80% devotees and hardly 3-4 new people. That is not actually preaching program. That is a internal devotees, cultivation program kind of thing. We can have 20% devotees for helping in coordination of the program and 80% new people. Suppose you are calling 20 people, 4 or 5 people can be devotees who can help in coordination, and rest of the people should be new. And who are those new people? It can be your neighbors, immediate neighbors, can be your friends, it can be your colleagues. Right? Yesterday, Sundarup Shampoo did a nice program. He sent the photos that cultivating on Dr. Mataji called many doctors, and they had a nice program in the home. So like that, you can have more new people coming. And it will be a very simple program, kirtan, short katha, and prasadam. Okay. How many of you feel this is a very good idea? Hyrule is not loud enough. Right? So how many of you feel that you can make your home as Bhakti Sadan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. I think 30 we have already here. I think we will soon reach the goal of 108. Hare Krishna. Thank you. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಓಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಈಗ ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗೂ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ. ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಪೃಥ್ವಿತೆ ಚೈತ ನಗರಾದಿ ಗ್ರಾಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ, ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಹೋಮ್, ಟೌನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಲೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸದನ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸದನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡಿಬೇಕು. ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದಂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೀಚರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೇಬರ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅವರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸದನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, there are few important announcements. I request devotees to be kindly seated for few more minutes, and then we can all go downstairs for the Nagar Sankirtan. We have Ekadashi coming up on, that is tomorrow. It's Amalaki Vrata Ekadashi. Parana time is from 6:29 to 8:16. And also, last time we had spoken about, last time we had spoken about devotee care system, which is being revived. We also yesterday had a wonderful meeting with the caregivers. So as part of this program, we'll be requesting all the entire congregation to choose. So this facility is to allow the congregation to choose their preferred caregiver. So there will be a Google form which will be submitted in the community WhatsApp group. So I'll repeat, there will be a Google form which will be submitted, which will be published in the community WhatsApp group. And the request is from all the entire congregation to choose their preferred caregiver. So it's a simple form where, and it is in English and Kannada both, so it is very easy to identify. And it's a very small form, it's not a big detailed form, wherein your name and from when you're chanting 16 rounds, since when you're chanting 16 rounds. When I say that, this program, this devotee care system is primarily focused on those devotees who are already chanting 16 rounds. And for the others, we will have another program that's coming up that is also in the plan. So initially, this will be very specific to those who are already chanting 16 rounds. Those devotees who are chanting 16 rounds, they are, and these groups are already there. We have added, as you know, we have added a couple of more caregivers. So what you have to do is go to the Google form, select, there are 3 preferences, preference 1, 2, and 3. You have to select, the first one will be the devotee who you feel very close to, and so on and so forth, second and third. Now what we will do is the core committee, after we have received, now please remember the timeline is till Gaur Purnima. This is the initial timeline where we request all the congregation to submit their data, submit their request, so that it is easier for us to implement this faster also, because there is work that has to happen after you submit the Google form. What the work is basically to group based on your preferences, and also to communicate this further to the care seekers or the care receivers. So this form probably will be published either today or maximum tomorrow morning. After it is submitted, please, all of you are there in the community group. Who are not yet in the WhatsApp group, please raise your hands. Anybody else is there who's not yet in the Mantaji is there? Not yet there in the community group? Okay, so I presume all are there in the, almost all are there in the community group. So those who are already chanting 16 rounds, please submit this form as soon as you see it in the WhatsApp. This is very important for us to ensure that we form the groups and circulate further. There is a request from the management that for the upcoming Gaura Purnima, the request is please submit your prasadam count. There is a link which has already been submitted in the WhatsApp group. Please submit your prasadam count as soon as possible so that we can serve you better. I'll just read out. There are a few things which are upcoming as part of to create the to build the mood of Gaura Purnima. So today, as Prabhuji also mentioned, we have the Nagar Sankirtan, where we all will be going outside to invite our neighbors and also to provide some prasadam and flyers. So that is today. We'll start around 10:15. The second aspect is Monday to Wednesday. Monday to Wednesday, there will be Donna Prasad distribution from 7 to 7:30 near 15F bus stop. So those who all want to participate, those who all want to serve and provide this prasadam to all and invite all of them, please join us from 7 to 7:30 from Monday to Wednesday near the 15F bus stop. That's the starting point, and some other prominent places also. 7 to 7:30 p.m. Morning, nobody will be there. 7 to 7:30 p.m. That is Monday to Wednesday. Thursday, that is the day before Gaur Purnima, we'll have a Gaurnitai Palaki Utsav. So that will be in Kumaraswamy layout, and this is from 5 to 7 p.m. All these details are already published in the community group. I'm just reading it out. So 13th March, that will be Gaurnitai Palaki Utsav from the temple within around Kumaraswamy layout from 5 to 7 p.m. And 14th March is Gaur Purnima. The schedule is from 4:30 to 8:30. And few other days are there. That is 15th and 16th. That 15th is we'll have a small holy celebration with the Lord. And lastly, Gaur Purnima is never completed without having Jagannath Mishra feast. So that will be on 16th March, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m., which is followed by, including our Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll continue that. And also there will be a drama on Chaitanya Leela. You want to quickly announce?
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್. ಈ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಗೌರ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವೇಳಾಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗಿದ ನಂತರ 10:15 11:15 ಈ ಕಾಂಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ನಗರ ಕೀರ್ತನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಗೌರ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ನಿಮಿತ್ತ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಕೊಡಲು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಡಿವೋಟಿಗಳು ನಗರ ಕೀರ್ತನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. 10:15 11:15. ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಮಂಡೇ ಟು ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ, ಸೋಮವಾರದಿಂದ ಬುಧವಾರದವರೆಗೆ ದೊನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 7 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ 7:15 ನಿಯರ್ 15F ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೇನೆ ಈ ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವಿತರಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಡಿವೋಟಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ 13ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಗುರುವಾರ ದಿವಸ ಗೌರ ನಿತ್ತಾಯಿ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಉತ್ಸವ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 5 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ 7 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ. ಅದನಂತರ ಫ್ರೈಡೆ 14ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 14 ಹೋಳಿ ಹಬ್ಬ, ಗೌರ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಗೌರ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 4:15 ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 4:15 ಹಿಡಿದು 8:30 ತನಕ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕೀರ್ತನೋ, ಕಥಾ, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ, ಆರತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಸಾದ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಮರುದಿವಸ ಶನಿವಾರ ದಿವಸ 15ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಹೋಳಿ ಹಬ್ಬವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸಲಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಲಾನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 4:15 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋಳಿ ಹಬ್ಬವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸಂಡೇ 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ್ ಮಿಶ್ರಾ ಫೀಸ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 8:30 10:30 ತನಕ ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಭಾಗವತಂ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಲೀಲಾ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತಗಣದಿಂದ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವೇಳಾಪಟ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ವಿನಂತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಾಳೆ ಅಮಲಿಕಿ ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಇದೆ. ಮರು ದಿವಸ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗು 6 ಗಂಟೆ 29 ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ 8 ಗಂಟೆ 16 ನಿಮಿಷದೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Hare Krishna. So let us all assemble downstairs for the Nagar Sankirtan, because we'll be forming groups. Please assemble downstairs quickly.